Captain America at the moment. I just wanted to know, since you do comedies mostly, are you afraid of being typecasted for future films?
So much, yeah.
You got your answer.
Okay. I'm one of those guys who wants to see every little detail from the comic make it to the film. So, with that in mind, Ellen, Allison, do we get to see you two make out?
You'll have to watch the film to find out.
Like in the film or now?
Hey, well, this is not the MTV Movie Awards. But seriously, make out. Okay.
Okay, my question's actually for you, Edgar. And given your past with British comedies like Space and Shaun of the Dead, why did you decide to go towards, graphic novels like this one?
Well, when I read the first volume, I was just really, not only is it a great kind of sort of piece of work, but I just really like the metaphor of sort of romance and action and about how much you would fight for love. And in a weird way, even though Brian had never seen the show, when I read the first book, it actually reminded me a little bit of Space, and it was something that was nice to be able to return to something that's fantastical, and it's essentially about kind of, it's about, people like me, it's about kind of geeks, but it flowers into something kind of insane and outrageous. So when I was reading the first volume, I think it was even by the time I got to the Matthew Patel email scene, I was like, okay, I'm in. So, yeah.
Okay, so first of all, Michael, I adore you. I really love you. And
Well, was that a statement or is that part one of your question?
That's a statement.
She's okay. She will not be shocked. That was a statement. Okay, next.
Michael, what was your favorite part about being in this movie?
I loved getting into excellent shape, which if you watch the movie, you'll notice I got in really good shape for the movie. And that was great. I felt fantastic, mentally and physically. It was a long time ago.
Is the Captain America panel going to be this? Come on. Okay, next question.
This question's for Michael. Do you have any information for us on an Arrested Development movie?
No, I don't have any information. But I want it to get made. So hopefully it will. I think it's going to. I think it just... Yeah.
Michael, would you do the Arrested Development movie if the deal breaker was being in that costume for the whole thing?
Sure, that sounds good, yeah.
Hi, Jason. I was just wondering if the cast were fans of the source material before they signed on to the project, or if they were fans of comics in general.
Well, I don't know. I can't speak for the entire cast, but
Okay.
oh, okay. We loved the source material. We loved it. Right?
I hated it.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, I speak for almost all
I hated
of us.
it, but the minute they said, "You want to be in it?" I said, "Fine."
But it was really the combination of getting to work on this series by Brian, directed by Edgar, that really was super exciting for me, because I love Edgar Wright. And then when I found out that Michael Cera was a part of it, it was impossible to say no to this. Who could say no? It was the best thing ever.
Thanks.
Next question.
Was it hard pretending to be Canadian?
Is that to Kieran?
That's to everybody, especially, well, Michael, because, costume.
Well, can we repeat the question? We didn't quite catch that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it hard to be Canadian? Was it hard to pretend to be Canadian?
I heard something completely different and a lot ruder. I'm sorry.
I am Canadian.
As am I.
And me too.
It was hard to work with all these Canadians.
I think we should see who's better, America or Canada, right now on stage. We did shoot the film in Toronto, and so it was amazing for us to actually be. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of the locations in the film are based on photographic reference that Brian took for the drawing. So we actually got to shoot and even hang out in a lot of the places. Brian, you wanted to say something?
No, thank you.
Okay. Next question.
Hello, y'all. This question is for Edgar Wright. And when you were doing the fighting scenes, were you inspired to incorporate some fighting games or something in those fights?
Yeah, there's a big, in the books, there's a big video game element. And so, we wanted the different fights to appear like different levels from a video game. And as the film goes on, you obviously get to see kind of 7 fights, well, 6.5. And so the idea was to make them feel like different levels of a video game. And so, it's kind of inspired by that. So you can actually hear, within the film, you can hear some Tekken sound effects and sound effects from Sonic the Hedgehog and Zelda and Mario. And I think if you've ever played any of those games growing up, there'll be some very familiar sounds in there. So that was definitely something we were going for, yeah.
Hi, my question is for Captain America. Dude, you look funny in that suit.
Hey!
Stop laughing. Okay. I was just wondering what kind of research you did to prepare for this awesome role.
Fight training. We did training all together for 2 months before this movie. And that was amazing. And while we were doing that, we were rehearsing too, and, just going over the scenes and everything. So by the time that was over, we all felt like we kind of knew the movie, I think. Right? Right, guys? They all agree with me. You can't see, but they all nodded.
Yeah, it makes his ears.
Yeah, we all did, they did there was a special boot camp for fight training. The people who, did the stunt choreography, Brad Allen and Peng Zhang, are part of Jackie Chan's fight team. So we literally had Team Jackie Chan on set and trained with them every morning. And Michael Cera was deemed, this is absolutely true, was called the Push-Up King. Mikey the Push-Up King.
Thanks, Edgar. Can I say one thing? Edgar Wright came to training every morning with us, and how many people would do that? So thank you, Edgar. Big round.
Although as soon as we started filming, my training all went to shit, so I apologize. Okay, next question.
I just want to add, my heart's beating like I have. It's fucking crazy. This question's for all of you. Did you feel any pressure being a part of Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, a lot.
It was very scary, I thought. It's a big deal, and a lot of high action energy stuff. And
meeting people and fighting them within about 3 days is not usually the way that I fight people. I usually take at least a couple of weeks before I start battling them, so it was certainly tricky, but
I think we did okay.
Got good people around you. It's all about having great people that you're working with, and that really made all the difference. So
Ellen, did you have any? How did you find getting into character for Knight's Chow?
Well, at the beginning I was definitely really nervous, but I think coming to set and just getting to meet all you wonderful people and getting to meet just to work with an amazing cast, you guys just made going to work so fun and created such a comfortable atmosphere, and it was an experience like no other. I had a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.